years, we've had our fair share of battle passes inside of Fortnite, with some of those passes being loved and others being hated. So in today's video, let's dive into the worst battle passes in all of Fortnite. Now before we kick off this list, do keep in mind that this is just my personal opinion, so let me know your opinion down in the comments below. So kicking off our list, we have Chapter 3, Season 3. To start off with a positive, at Tier 100, Eevee stood out as undoubtedly the best all-around skin in the pass. Snap also showed great potential with the unique concept of customizing each piece of his skin. However though, for me, the execution fell short as his pieces throughout the season turned out to be mere reskins of existing pieces that we already had. Then we have Adira and Stormfarer, who were my least favorite skins in the entire pass. Adira had a solid black and purple color scheme and an alternate blue and pink style. However though, for me, her overall design felt somewhat bland and uninspired. And Stormfarer was by far the worst skin in the entire pass, largely due to the green and yellow color scheme and his ugly helmet style. And then Tier 100 presented a major disappointment with the inclusion of Darth Vader. Now before you get your pitchforks out and you grill me down in the comments below, I love Darth Vader and Star Wars as a whole. I just think that the translation of Darth Vader into Fortnite wasn't as smooth as I hoped for. So in summary, the Battle Pass for Chapter 3 Season 3 receives a 6 out of 10 rating for me. Next up on our list, we move on to Chapter 2 Season 6. At Tier 1, we had a great skin with Agent Jonesy, standing out as one of the best skins in the entire pass. On top of his great base design, we had numerous alternate styles that were all great. Then we had the inclusion of Lara Croft that further elevated the pass, earning her status as one of the game's highest rated skins. She also had some great edit styles, with my personal favorite being the classic style. However, beyond these positives, the Battle Pass overall was extremely underwhelming for me. I wasn't a fan of our Tier 29 skin with Tirana, as well as the Tier 50 skin with Raz. And while yes, I do think that the second style of Raz was better than his base style, I still dislike the skin overall. Then we have Cluck that was introduced at Tier 61, which was consistent with Epic being obsessed with meme skins throughout Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. And while I do enjoy the meme skins, Cluck sadly isn't one of those skins that I enjoy. Then at Tier 100 we have Spire Assassin, which I think is one of the worst Tier 100 skins in the entire game. In summary, I'll give the Chapter 2 Season 6 Battle Pass a 6 out of 10. So next up on the list, let's move on to Chapter 2 Season 5. Now I acknowledge that many of you will disagree with me on this pick, as it was the least voted for season in my poll, but overall, this Battle Pass failed to captivate me. The Tier 1 spot was definitely a highlight with Mandalorian, who translated very well into Fortnite and complemented the bounty hunter theme perfectly. The other skin that I also liked in the past was Mancake. He also came with a variety of additional styles, with my favorite being the Dark Deed style. But just like the previous passes on the list, that's where my positives end for the Battle Pass overall. For me, Reese felt out of place, and none of her color schemes appealed to me. Maeve had an interesting design, but I wasn't a huge fan of the skin overall, as she felt like a skin that would have fit better in Chapter 2 Season 6 rather than Chapter 2 Season 5. And then we have Lexa, which I wasn't a huge fan of despite her being a fan favorite. There's only a few skins in the game where I enjoy the cel-shaded effect, and sadly Lexa isn't one of them. I do think that the season's Battle Pass had another redeeming factor with the fantastic secret skin with Predator. So considering all these factors, I would personally give Chapter 2 Season 5's Battle Pass a 6.5 out of 10. And now we turn our attention to Chapter 2 Season 1. Now of course this was the first season of the brand new chapter, which makes me even more confused as to how the Battle Pass was so lackluster and so bland. The two Tier 1 skins with Turk vs Riptide and Journey vs Hazard were just okay skins, but I feel that the alternate styles for both skins were significantly better than their base designs. And then of course we had our first meme-based skin for Chapter 2 with Ripley, and unfortunately I wasn't a fan of the Ripley skin overall. However though, we also had 8-Ball, who was certainly my favorite skin from the entire pass. On top of his extremely solid base design, I think that he has some impressive bonus styles. And then we have Fusion at Tier 100, who I don't think was a terrible skin, but I felt like the Zero skin in the item shop would have made for a more impactful and visually appealing Tier 100 skin, especially given the black hole event that caused Chapter 2. So I personally give the Chapter 2 Season 1 Battle Pass a 6 out of 10. So that's gonna do it for my personal list of the worst Battle Passes in Fortnite. So be sure to let me know your thoughts down in the comments below and give me your personal list as well. But until next time guys, as always, take care and stay twisty.